What is going on, everyone? We are back with another review based off of Patient 7. So what we're going to talk about today is the short story that is called The Body. The Body is the second story that is in the movie Patient 7. And a short summary, as provided by Wikipedia, says on Halloween, a killer uses the opportunity to dispose of a corpse in plain sight, which he does. Sir, figure yourself out. Uh, and so far, this is my favorite story on the movie. Obviously, we're only two stories in out of the seven, uh, and it's directed by Paul Davis, written by Paul Davis and Paul Fisher, produced by Paul Fisher. Um, it is basically we see a guy trotting a body wrapped in plastic around what appears to be downtown London. I could be wrong as far as the actual location, but they're definitely British, and it is a British story. And as they're as he's trotting the body around town, he runs into some people that he knows, and they think it's just an amazing or amazing Halloween costume. He goes through and uh, goes to a party with them, meets this lady. Him and the lady have a conversation. They'll decide to have an after party, and he's like, "Look, I have to bury this body." He's been very open and honest with everybody, and everybody just thinks he's playing along with the bit of whatever it is that he's trying to do. He's like, "No, understand. I've got I got to bury this body in order to collect my bounty." And they're like, "Oh well, you know, we gotta. Oh, you're back. Okay." They're like, "Oh well, we can help you go do that." So he actually convinces them as a group to bury the body for him, and then he murders the group. Fantastic setup. And then he actually gets back. So when he murders the group and goes to do what he's doing, the lady is actually still sleeping in the vehicle. He gets back to the vehicle, and as he does, a cop knocks on the window, and he's like, "Hey, is everything going good here? We've heard nasty reports of things going on throughout the night." And he's like, "Yes, sir, officer. We're just, you know, spending time out here alone." And then the officer gets back to the car after they drive off, and the two people that are dressed up as the officer are actually also in Halloween costumes. So they're not even real cops. So it's just a funny segment, and honestly, the story that it's used again. There's a term that's called and I'm mad that I keep forgetting it. It's called the frame narrative. I need to post that on my monitor somewhere. The frame narrative for this specific segment that's going on, Michael Ironside, again, the doctor is in talking to the next guy, and this is a dream that this guy continually has. He's the body that's being carried around town, and he says he can see everything happening. He's following along with it and moving along, and it's why he's afraid of plastic wrap. So again, as far as a story, I definitely think this story was quite a bit better. I thought I had read somewhere that this movie was PG-13, and I guess I'm wrong. And if I am wrong, which is fine if I am, it doesn't. Well, it says TVMA, so I guess it's TV mature. When I looked it up, I thought it said it was PG-13 somewhere. But yeah, it's considered. I guess it is TVMA, so I guess that makes me wonder why the first story didn't really have much that was going on with it. Like, we're just left to assume that the daughter did protect herself, and they didn't show the actual attack, which is sad. So I guess that's the only bummer I have so far. Again, I really like that second story. So if I had to give the second story a rating of any kind, And again, a lot of these reviews, unless I'm reviewing a full-on story of like a 30-minute episode of something, are going to be kind of short. I don't expect these to last too long. I know yesterday's was about 8 minutes. Or not yesterday, the last time we did a review, it was like 8 to 9 minutes. And this one's probably not going to last long. But if I had to give this story specifically any kind of review, I'd probably say it's about a 7 to 7.5. This one little story, The Body. And again, I really enjoyed it. I am curious, who is Patient 7, The Body cast? Alfie Allen. No, Daniel Lynch. Okay, Daniel Lynch plays John Doe. That's who I was looking for. It looks like Alfie Allen plays the guy that's carrying around the body. And then, yeah. Of course, they all did a fantastic job. And again, like the whole... Oh, by the way, so the murder scene was actually super cool, the one that happened in the woods. Like, the guy gets one of the dudes to hold the axe, and the guy's like, yeah, that's got some really good weight to it. And he hands the axe back to the killer, and the dude launches into the dude's face. As that happens, he stabs the guy he's standing next to and kind of guts him right in front of the other guy. And then that other guy is like trying to fight him off with the shovel. Misses. Gets knocked down and then stabbed with a shovel. It was really well done. Really well done. But alright guys, that is going to do it for this review. Again, they're not all going to be long ones. And this is no different. Again, I really liked this story, and I actually can't wait to see whatever other stories we happen to get out of this. So with that being said, love you guys. See you next time. Peace.